I'm starting to fall in love with my wife, but I don't know how to deal with it. But here's the problem. We only got married for a green card. Elena needed legal status to finish medical school. I needed help paying rent in San Francisco. My roommate suggested this arrangement. We met at Starbucks, talked for exactly 47 minutes, and made a deal. Wedding at City Hall. Just us, 2 witnesses. She wore a Target dress with tags still on. We exchanged supermarket rings, took awkward photos for immigration, and shook hands like a business transaction. For 6 months, we were polite strangers. She studied 18 hours a day in the living room. I worked 70-hour weeks. We barely spoke, just good morning, and shared coffee. Then my dad had a heart attack. I got the call at 2 a.m. and collapsed in our hallway, sobbing. Elena found me there and didn't ask questions. She just sat on the floor and held my hand. She drove me to the airport at 4 a.m. in her beat-up Honda, pressed $200 in my hand for whatever I needed. When I came back a week later, she'd filled our fridge with home-cooked meals, each container labeled with heating instructions. Everything changed after that. She started asking about my day. I began cooking dinner for 2. I'd cover her with a blanket when she fell asleep studying. We shared late-night kitchen conversations. 3 months ago, Elena passed her medical exams. I surprised her with champagne I couldn't afford. When she hugged me, the way she looked at me completely changed, not as a roommate, as someone who truly saw me. Last week, she got accepted to Johns Hopkins residency. Her visa was approved. Green card accepted. She doesn't need me anymore. She's officially free. Yesterday, I congratulated her, trying to stay calm while calculating how I'd pay rent alone. She stared at the acceptance letter for a long time, then looked up and said, "What if I don't want to go alone? What if I want to find out who we really are?" Now we're sitting in our kitchen, staring at each other across our little table, realizing our fake marriage might be the most real thing either of us has ever experienced. What would you do?